Hey guys, it's Rich with day number 14 of your 40-day empowerment journey. Lesson 14 is put yourself in uncomfortable places. Do not allow another's soul to become lost in a sea of faces. If you pay attention, you can have transformational impact. All you have to do is be aware and make the decision to act. Another lesson for this life-changing and grief-filled day is in kindness and humility choose to stay. At times we make choices and are called to the carpet. Repent up front, and as for accountability, simply own it. So what we're seeing here in day number 14 is really, other than day number 4, the first time when we actually reach out to somebody else. Day number 4, we were taking action against the intolerance of other people. Other than that, so far we've been really introspective with how we've gone about this 40-day empowerment journey so far. But day number 14 is telling us to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations. Whenever somebody needs you, go to them. Show your care and your kindness to them when they need you the most. Don't let somebody's soul get lost in the sea of faces. Don't let them get lost whenever you can save them. This is really the day of action that we haven't really seen yet in the 40-day empowerment journey. It's about helping others through grief and tragedy, even grief and tragedy of the daily basis. It's about stepping up to the plate and showing people the kindness that you have for them. Giving a little bit of yourself in that energy exchange. Telling them, I'm here for you. Cry on my shoulder. Go ahead, let it out. And accepting that you're needed in that point in time. That they need you to be there. And that you, now that you've centered yourself, now that you've grounded yourself and know yourself a heck of a lot better than what you did 14 days ago, now you're ready to notice those little instances whenever somebody's not being quite themselves, whenever they really need somebody to say, hey, dude, you need to talk? I'm here for you. Well, let's go sit down and have a cup of coffee. Which I'm always up for a cup of coffee. So, yeah, it's really about just noticing. And since we're breathing and being in the moment, saying no to those outside forces, cutting the ties of those who are weighing us down purposely, avoiding those who are being intolerant to us or being a bully to us. We're purposely cutting them out of our lives. But when we see a person that is putting out the energy of, hey, I need somebody to react to who I am and who I'm being right now. Somebody who's noticing that I'm skipping a beat. I'm not vibrating at the same frequency that I usually do. When you are in tune with yourself and with those around you, you notice somebody's not acting quite themselves. That's whenever you act. This is one of those lessons where it's very true that just being there for somebody else, even for a split second or a cup of coffee, letting them vent or letting them just talk to you, it can really have life-changing effects. I've had times where I've gotten a call in the middle of the night and sat with a person who was thinking and contemplating committing suicide, and having the effects of suicide felt throughout my family by one death. Something I really didn't want to have to go through again. Experiencing somebody else taking their own life, it's really a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And if you have somebody there, you can notice that your temporary problem is truly a temporary problem, that you can get out of it. It's really not worth it whenever you have so much else out there. But being that person that is in the empowerment journey, and how we should always be in the empowerment journey, we should always sit there waiting to notice when somebody's just a little bit off, when their clock isn't ticking exactly on time. We notice it, especially as pagans or Christo-Pagans. We notice whenever the energy out there isn't quite right. So, whenever you do notice that, chime in just a little bit. And if you notice it's a little bit more off than what it needs to be, break down the damn door and ask the person what the hell's wrong. That's what I usually do. Be with them. Don't let them go. Don't let them just shrug it off and say, nothing's wrong. If you feel that there is something wrong, sometimes digging a little deeper will reveal a whole can of worms in the uncomfortable situation that you're putting yourself in purposely to be that transformational person in the other's life. It's not to give yourself glory or anything like that, but it is truly to help save another person's life. Not even necessarily physical, but sometimes their mental health. Sometimes it helps with that. So, just a little food for thought as we meditate and think on lesson 14 of being in uncomfortable situations purposefully on our own terms, empowering ourselves to not only sit there and be clean and pure and rid ourselves of the negative energy, but sometimes we need to just hike up those hip waders and go right into the mess. Purposefully get ourselves dirty with the crap of life and deal with it, even if it's not ours. Because we are the instruments of change. We are empowered to make this change. So, that is day number 14. Go be the change in the world. And tomorrow's Friday. So tomorrow is day 15. And yeah, as usual, you will see in the bottom bar today's verse, along with a link to get to Chell's page with the poem in its entirety, along with other poetry by Chell. So until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.